Hi, and welcome to our second episode of the Peach Perk. We're glad you could join us today. I'm Allison, and this is Marilyn.
Today we're going to talk about advanced customer management in the Freestone Manager. We're going to go over how you can add an order to a customer's account, as well as assume their account to double check your work. And there's a couple of additional features that I'll talk about towards the end of our program. So, without further ado, Allison, can you kick us off?
I can. So you already know how to add a customer. Let's talk about adding an order for that customer. Let's say you have someone that just doesn't understand the registration process, or they just don't have time to register, and they contact you directly. You can go to their account page. You can click on Add New Order, and then at that point you'll be brought to a page to confirm it's the correct account information, and then click the next button. You'll be able to add the program that they want as well as the medium that they want, whether it's the live webcast or the archive of the program. Once you've added that account or that program, you can then check the pricing. You can change the pricing to 0 if you want to, and then you'll move to the Submit Order button. Once you've clicked that button, you can then double check your work, which we'll go over in just a minute. So there's another thing that you can do from the customer page, and that's expiring access. A couple reasons you would use this. Let's say you refunded the program to a customer. They didn't need it anymore. You can go in and then make sure that they're not able to watch that program anymore by expiring the access for that streaming program. Another would be if you had a duplicate order. Let's say that they accidentally registered for it twice. You can go in and make sure that that second program doesn't show in their classroom. That way they're only submitting for credit for one program. Let's go back to checking your work. Something that we use here at Peach all the time is assuming user accounts. And this means that you log into their account without needing their credentials. So over here on the right-hand side, you'll see the details box and you'll see assume accounts. And at this point, you can then log into their account, see how everything looks, make sure everything's looking correctly, showing exactly how you want it to. Just a reminder that any of these things that we've talked about today, it could depend on how your portal is set up. So talk to your AD and see if some of these features are right for you for what you need to do.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about some more advanced features that you can do in the customer information page. So if we navigate back out again to that customer information page and look in the details box on the right, you can add or edit provider membership, customer or credit reporting organization, and then we're going to talk about how you can submit or disable credit for a program. Now, to add or edit membership, you'll want to select that Add Membership link under the Actions section. A dialog box will pop up that will allow you to select the appropriate membership level for that customer. The level of membership associated to the customer does a number of things depending on how your Peach site is set up. In some cases, it will allow the customer to access a program they previously couldn't, and more commonly, will change the pricing that the customer receives when they check out. Make sure that you use that assume user function to double check your work. Again, when you add membership, you want to make sure that it sticks. So by assuming user, you can double check to make sure that they're receiving the appropriate membership level or access to programs. Now let's go ahead and talk about adding or editing a customer's credit reporting organization. This can be done in the membership information section of that details box as well. All you'll need to do is click on that add a reporting organization link, select the correct CRO, add the appropriate membership level number to that, and then hit save. That's it. Now when a customer submits for credit, they're going to receive the correct certificate, and they'll also show up in the credit report that you can pull in their reporting center. The ability to submit or disable credit for a course and pull a certificate for a complete program is in the CE credit section at the bottom of the customer information section. If there's a specific credit reporting organization that your customer needs to submit to, make sure that you have that selected before you submit on behalf of the customer. Now in this section, you're going to see a list of all the programs that a customer has access to. If they've already submitted credit, you'll be able to pull the certificate that they also have access to if they log into their account profile. You can also submit for credit on behalf of a customer if they're having trouble. You'll just click on the link that says submit credit. Again, like I said, make sure that you have the correct CRO added to their account before you do so. Now, like Allison mentioned earlier, all of the features that we've talked about today are dependent on how your Peach site is set up, so please make sure that you reach out to your AD for specific instructions on how to use each of these items.
Now that we've gone over these features, you might be thinking, why are these helpful to me? And the first one that we can think of is that you have the power to take things in your own hands now. You don't have to wait for your AD to change anything about your customer's account. You can go ahead and do it yourself. And secondly, you can provide additional support to your customers. We all here at Peach have our support team, but it's great if you can contact your customers directly and help them out with their needs.
All right, we want to thank all of you for joining us today. We hope the tips and tricks that we gave you are going to be helpful in helping you assist your customers in the future. Now, before we sign off, we have a quick message from our Peach family to yours.